welcome to another video, guys. I tried Terran Warrior yesterday, and it actually felt pretty strong, albeit it's only mid-tier 2, but it's the best warrior deck right now, so if you want to be playing this class, this would be the deck for you. In this video, I'm gonna go through all of the cards, talk about the general strategy, the mulligans, the win rates, all of that good stuff, so you know exactly what you could be expecting with and against this deck. So hope you enjoyed the video, but now, let's get into it.
You are not prepared!
Like I said, from Diamond to Legend for the last 3 days, here's what the situation looks like for Warrior, and yes, it is indeed the best Warrior deck right now, Terran Warrior, with over 3,000 games, above 55% win rate, all of that stuff, so very, very capable deck, albeit this is the tier 2 territory. We can also see Taunt Warriors doing somewhat well, but not even close to the stats we're seeing here, so this is the obvious choice if you have to be playing Warrior. Now let's look at the deck up close, and here's what it consists of. We have all of the good Terran cards with things like Concussive Shell, Liftoff, Yamato, which is actually surprisingly strong, and we also have Arcanite Defense Crystals for a little bit of extra Starship action, and obviously Gem Raynor at the end. The whole gist of this deck is you want to be building Starships over and over again, and you have decent amounts of control tools, but actually not that much control tools. Like you're gonna notice, we only have things like Concussive Shell, things like Brawl, the Hostile Invader is also in here, Bob is considered a control card, you could be freezing with it for a turn, but actually I found myself using it a lot more to draw a minion and get 2 copies of it. That can be actually pretty strong. If you get yourself 2 extra Hams, let's say, 2 extra Arcanites, 2 extra Yamatos, heck, even the Tortolon Traveler was not a bad 2 extra to get of. And obviously Ziliax and Ceaseless Expanse would be amazing high rolls. But yeah, other than that, there's really not that much control going on in this one, aside from the Starship shenanigans you could be pulling off, especially with the help of Yamato Cannon, which is extremely powerful against very big decks like, let's say, Hand Buff Death Knight. We actually won a very cool game with this card against that deck, and you're gonna see it in the gameplay. Other than that, we have things like shield blocks, so we can cycle through the deck faster and get some armor in the process. The starport is obviously absolutely amazing, giving you a lot of starship pieces. The Bulwark of Azonoth, I think this is a card left over from the King Plush meta. It's not as OP nowadays, but it's still a pretty strong card, let's face it. And it's from the core set, so it's not exactly a legendary you need to craft, so I guess it's not a bad inclusion, even though I do believe something like an Exodar might actually make a lot more sense in this deck. A couple of new heights so you can start doing things a lot faster. Tortolon Traveler is going to be drawing you your Taunt minions, which would be either Ham or Ankyliax, which is actually a Virus Module plus Perfect Module. Well, yeah, that's what Ankyliax means. Or your Arcanite Defense Crystals. And all of them are going to be with a discount by 2, which is pretty nice. So you could be getting yourself a 7-mana Ziliax, which could be super huge. The Liftoff is going to be drawing you some of your good Terran cards, be it Concussive Shell, Starport, Yamato, or Gem Raynor. Don't expect him to be drawing you your Arcanite Defense Crystal though, he is not a Terran card, he's just a Starship card. The Yamato, like I said, could be pretty reliable even though it's a random enemy minion. You could be pulling off extra triggers from this thing, because you also get to destroy random enemy minions when you launch your Starship, and you are going to be launching it manually as well as with Gem Raynor, so that will give you a lot of extra hits with this thing, and even if the first one is not that amazing for you, you still are more than happy to be playing it on the board, so you can get it in your Starship soon, which you could be launching at a decent-ish discount with the help of the Concussive Shells. The Arcanite Defense Crystals are just all-around great defense tools for you. They are one of your few Taunt minions in here, and you definitely need it in the deck. Like, it's an absolutely crucial card to include here, because this is how you're actually going to be summoning your Starships back with the help of Hydration Station later, which could be absolutely amazing. But you're also not going to be super sad summoning this guy from one of your hydration stations either, so don't always try to be getting the biggest best things out of your hydration stations. Sometimes just getting free taunts is enough against aggro decks, for instance. Like I said, you only have a single Brawl in this one, which might be a little bit on the low side if we gotta be honest. Like, there's plenty of strong decks you might be scared to go against with only a single Brawl, but if you feel like you're missing it, you might want to slap this bad boy in instead of something like let's say Bulwark. You also have a couple of Hostile Invaders in here, which are basically 4 damage AoE on a stick, and a lot of the times you are going to find yourself with an empty board when you're playing this guy, and this is one of the reasons why Concussive Shell is so cool in this deck, because it's one of your cheapest ways to actually trigger this bad boy, so he can deal the 4 damage AoE instead of only 2. As I mentioned earlier, Bob is also considered a control card in your deck, but a lot of times I did find myself actually using him more for the draw a minion kind of deal, because there's plenty of high rolls you could be getting out of this absolute unit of a card. Ham the Hungry could be obscenely strong here because he could be sniping off some very important minions for the opponent. Like right now, Demon Hunters are back on the menu, so if you manage to snipe off something like Exodar from them, that would be pretty cool. And there's also all sorts of other interesting decks out there that will not be super happy if you eat their important payoff cards. And it's not only a single shot from Ham, like you also get to bring him back a couple of times with the help of Hydration Station, so that can be pretty awesome. Kill Jaden is another extra layer of game plan for you in this one, because a lot of the times it is actually going to come down to you surviving long enough, and at some point you might actually exhaust your deck. So Kill Jaden comes in here with the clutch, basically something like a plan, not so much a B, more like a plan C game plan for you, so you actually have things to be doing even after your deck runs out. Just don't play this guy too early before you actually get some of your good cards you will be relying on, because once you burn the deck's gone, yo. Jim Raynor, super good in this one, by the way. Like, with this deck, you're not gonna try to build super big starships. Like, you build a starship to around, like, let's say 10-10-ish territory, and then you launch it, and you try to launch a few of these, like 2, maybe even 3. Just be careful not to be getting the stupid starships that give you 2 extra 2/2s on the board, because if you get a couple of those, that is basically gonna limit you to only 2 starships you could be summoning on the board, which is gonna be far from ideal. So yeah, Jim Raynor is going to be resummoning all of those big men for you, and the new hero power you're going to be getting is also pretty strong. Like, for 2 mana, not only do you get a 4/2 taunt on the board, but you also increase the attack of all of the other Terran units on the card. Again, Arcanite Defense Crystal is not one of them, so do not put him in the calculation for your lethal outs. Sleep Under the Stars is also pretty strong. Again, a lot of the times you are going to be using it for a bunch of card draw, and usually the way it goes is you draw 2 cards and refresh mana 2 times, so you can actually play something meaningful that turn. But against some decks, like there's plenty of combo decks out there where they do have a limited amount of damage they could be pulling off, so in some cases you might just be going for the triple Gain 5 armor play. That also might be the way to go. Ankiliax is an amazing minion to be bringing back with the Hydration Station again, and nowadays this guy is nerfed. He no longer has the Reborn, but he also got +1/+1 instead, so now it's a 5/7 Divine Shield Rush Taunt Poisonous kind of guy. So still very, very capable, still super good in this deck. The Hydration Station, as I mentioned before, it's gonna be summoning you Ankiliax, Ham the Hungry, and preferably one of your big-ass starships. That would be the biggest thing you could be expecting out of Hydration Station. But again, don't forget, you don't want to be super high rolly with this thing against some aggressive classes. You just want to bring back Ankiliax against those, so getting yourself an Arcanite Defense Crystal, or heck, even a Tortolon Traveler is not going to be that bad. And don't forget, this thing resurrects different taunt minions, so no longer you are going to be getting 2 of the same thing out of this guy. And last but not least, we have the Ceaseless Expanse, which is, yeah, another control card, basically. And also an excellent way for you to actually transition into Kill Jaden. For instance, when this guy goes down to 0, you just plop it on the board, play Kill Jaden after that, and you basically deleted the opponent's board, and you had enough breathing room to actually plop Kill Jaden, so you can get along with that game plan instead. And this guy, again, is the reason why I do believe Exodar would make a decent amount of sense here, even though, yeah, Jim Raynor kinda wants you to be building different, smaller starships, but with Exodar you might want to be going for bigger starship dudes instead. Even though, honestly, Jim is not going to be super sad if you just resummon a super big starship, which you get to resummon super big with Hydration as well, so it's definitely not a linear game plan. You definitely could be pivoting into different playstyles with this one. For the matchups, here's what we have right now. Armor Demon Hunter is not going to be your friend, and I'd say here Ham is going to be a very big part of your win condition, because if you don't manage to snipe off their Exodar or their Kill Jaden, you might actually be in deep shit. Menagerie Death Knight is also on the negative. Protoss Mage is also a little bit too inevitable for you. Even though you could be gaining an obscene amount of armor, it usually is not enough because they have just kind of infinite damage, especially if you don't manage to snipe off something important for them. But everything else is pretty green, so I guess climbing should not be that hard for you with this one. And as for the mulligan, here's what the situation is going first. You are going to be looking for your cheaper cards, obviously, with things like Starport, Tortolon the Lawn Traveler, New Heights, those would definitely be the MVP going first and second. And there's nothing wrong with Shield Block, Concussive Shell, Lift Off if you're curving into it, Hostile Invader if you think it's gonna be warranted in the matchup, that kind of stuff. And on the coin, again, plenty of the same stuff, so mulligan accordingly. All around, that's it for the deck. According to this pie chart right here, it's definitely not cheap, but we can already see that one of the legendaries is Bulwark, two of the legendaries is Ziliax, because that's how this site represents Ziliax for quite a while now. Ceaseless Expanse everybody should have, Jim Raynor you have from the mini set, Killjaden everybody should have, Bob everybody should have, so that leaves us only with Ham the Hungry, which if you're a Warrior player, let's face it, you should have it. So there's really no niche legendaries in this one, so it's definitely not as expensive as you might think. Hope you enjoyed the guide. Now let's check out some of my games on my road back to top legend with it. Hope you enjoy. Okay, quite the contrast of a deck. That'll do. Not gonna be wasting my coin on that, am I? Absolutely fucking not. Classic Valley, classic. Get their ramp going.
Incredible.
Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Let's draw first, I guess, but this is still what we're doing. Might as well drop this thing if he tries his luck with a... what's it called? So far this guy hasn't played jack shit, by the way. Sucks to be him, I guess.
I will be your death.
Will you though? Will you though? Oh. Somebody's raging on me. Guess he's showing me all the shit cards he possesses right now, isn't he? Poor bastard. Is that the conceit angle I've heard so much about? Why did I see the cards he showed there? Did you guys saw that? Did you guys saw his choices? Why were they face up? This guy could have like absolute balls now, didn't he? Poor bastard. Bastard bitch. Good game, Blizz. Good game right there. That was funny. That was funny though. I guess it was because it was a conceit. He already conceded there and the game showed me the cards, but that's not usually how it goes. That was weird as shit. That was weird. I'm keeping the concussive shot just in the slim chance of this guy being aggressive menagerie bullshit, but we all know it's gonna be some slow ass. It's gonna be something slow and hairy. Greetings. My first for bitches. Do you have any bitches? Come on, click, damn it. Okay, he's that variant, it seems. I'm in danger. Mm-hmm.
Stop and smell the flowers.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say this guy is out to get me. If gambling was my passion, I'd say this guy's gonna kick in my teeth real soon. Let's just do this for now, shall we? Oh yeah, we shall. Next turn lift off could give me another concussive shot. Shell. Shat. The bed. This whole bed area right here got shot on. God damn you, frickin' liftoff. The whole bed area right there. Don't worry guys, very soon we're gonna be stabilizing with this bad boy. Very soon. See what that do. The little wind fury that could, guys. The little wind fury that could. Aren't I? No. I was gonna say I might be dead, but I ain't. Could just destroy right now and coin out. No, not even coin out, just ham it. Hams away, hams away. That was not a bad eat. Not a bad eat against this guy. I would have loved if that was Exodar, if I gotta be completely honest, but that was the second best right there. That was a close second right there. Might as well. Now the shoe is on the other foot. We are the aggressors now. Would love getting hydration stations sooner rather than later, so next turn we're drawing with this. Maybe refreshing twice. See how that go. Fuck. And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. It's cumin. There's one. That's the one. kill this thing first. So we can resummon this thing second. Guess it would have been better if I killed that, but... What the fuck did I did? Why didn't I kill that with frickin' my dumbass? That's why. It has come to my attention I'm a dumbass. It is with great regret I inform you I was a dumbass on that play. No punish there, I guess, but still. That's a lot of armor. It really all comes down to him clutching his Exodar right now. That's all it comes down to. Ham needs to clutch it. Not to be mistaken with butt clench his cheeks. Ass. To be fair, he does have a very good amount of minions up in that bitch, but would it kill him to give me Exodar? Really? It's already at 30. He's already at 30. I wonder if I should be running Exodar in my own bitch. Honestly, why wouldn't I?
All forms of life will be crushed. Planetary decimation.
Of course. Destroying the bigger, better ship with blackjack and hookers. $50. Okay, good news is Bow Ferocious Fellbats are out of the equation. Why the fuck does he have 2 gifts? Oh, because of the shit, the return policy crap. I could get a copy of this thing, you know? It's actually not the dumbest idea in the world grabbing a copy out of this so I can actually have a shot at this thing. I'm fully aware I'm not gonna get a copy, not gonna steal it, but it actually might be crazy enough to work. Two minions get copies are useless. I would rather have this so we can potentially get this thing twice, or heck, even Ham. This gives me a starship. Smack. I don't really need the bulwark equipped, do I? Nice burn. Not really, but a burn. What are you doing, Step Bro? Are you gonna draw a bunch? Ew. That's a lot of armor. Am I a lot of dead? Nope. I'll fucking do it again. Try me, bitch. I'll fucking do it again. You can play that game, chief. I honestly kinda wanna trigger this bad boy. I also kinda wanna get Kill Jaden in here right now. If I play this to draw... Yeah, I think I have enough mana for everything. Kill Jaden me, bitch. There you go.
I'm almost out of cards. I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
No. Not you.
Creature faces a choice
This stupid bitch.
or die alone.
Out of all the good expensive shit we could have gotten, we got literally the worst of the worst. Not even joking, guys. Even a couple of 4/5s would have been better. Ham would have been great. Ziliax would have been great. Starship would have been OP. But it had to be the fucking bullshit invader. Let's see if that actually straight up kills me right now. It almost can, but it won't. Positioning, guys. It's literally almost killing me, dudes. Literally almost killing me right there. Joke's on you, I still have shit to play. Do I launch it? I don't not launch it.
Let's make it count.
Let's make it count, lads. That's a lot of armor. Nice order, idiot. Nice order, dumbass. Fucking moron. Oh no. He fucking had it all along, man. He's gonna go for armor here, but this is just gonna be a prolonged loss in it. Oh, he decided to go for a quick loss instead. A man of culture right there. It's not a loss yet, though. How the fuck do I deal with this is the real question. Live, damn you. It fucking lived. But not for long. Okay, we're screwed. Come to think of it, we are screwed, chat. Because I ate my Yamato. For no good reason there. I mean, I had a good reason. He had to top deck the Exodar there, guys. So many things went to shit on this game, not gonna lie. This game was a scam. This game was a scam right there. We did all the hams we could. The Exodar dodged everybody. We even burned the top deck for him. Exodar dodged it again. And then we revived the fucking space bullshitters. Sure. Gotta equip this bulwark, don't I? Can't even activate this crap.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Fuck. Interesting angle. Harder, daddy. Not too hard now, you hear? Larger than it should have been. Fuck. Was the top kick? Top kick is low-key good, yo. But it's not good enough, is it? Doubt it.
All forms of life will be crushed. The Terran Warrior moves for rejecting power. Raven online.
I'm still dead, aren't I?
Planetary decimation.
I botched it. Did I botch it?
Clock's ticking.
Maybe. I think I botched it.
You want a piece of me, boy?
This way I'm giving myself one extra top deck potential. No, never mind. He launches that, gives him rush, fucks me over. Yeah, that was rigged, man. That was fucking rigged. I mean, that was never killing the Exodar. I was not pretending it was, but I don't know. I don't know. That was a weird one. That was a weird one. I think we got scammed though. Okay, well, Roki did the thing again, so let's see what that wheel do. What's it gonna be this time, bitch? Oh my god, it was kinda close again. Wear a silly hat. Beats wearing a silly face, I can tell it that much, Roki. There you go. How's that for a silly hat?
versus the Lich King.
All will serve me in death. You dare challenge the War Chief?
I guess the Death Knight hydration might be important. Party mode from Anton. Okay, Anton. You and your parties. There we go. Party mode with the hat. Now it's a hat.
Raven online.
You could use a stream.
Okay, we got information. It's green, red, so you know what that means. Hand buff. I see hand buff in our future. When I was facing warriors with hand buff, I think it was good. Let's see how that go. Next turn we might do some of that Broliosis. Feeling pretty Brolceptual real soon.
Can't this thing dance any faster?
Now, Brawl is going to be much more important than that, isn't it?
Ready for dust off.
I'll point it out.
Eyes on the horizon!
I think it's going to be Brawling time real soon. Or not. We'll see. Problem is, at this point, I'm getting close to fucked. Very, very close to fucked now. Just noticed the bear? Only 8 years after it became a thing? Okay. The bear was hiding in the shadows. The bear was barely noticeable. Not a huge fan of this play, I can tell that much. I'm very close to fucked, pretty sure of it.
I wonder.
Yeah, it do be like that.
Can't this thing
Ew.
dance any faster?
We're getting very screwed very fast. Very screwed long time. Let's see what this Yamato has to say for itself. Piece of shit.
Ready for dust off.
Problem is, this man's hand is already plus gajillion. 4, 8, 10, plus 12 right now is what I'm reading. Classic.
any faster.
Nothing can catch my hounds!
Battle cruiser operational.
Thank fuck I played this shit, I can tell you that much. Thank fuck. Let us launch that ass.
Battle cruiser operational.
Nice. Not so nice, but good enough. It's just a conch shell in there. Let me get that conch shell, shall I?
Ready for dust off.
Might as well poke this. I think we're kinda out of the woods for the most part. With these Yamatos as well, especially. As soon as Jim blasts that ass again, that's gonna be a full board clear in it. Jim doing the Jim thing. Another poison noose. Okay. Could have been worse.
Battle cruiser operational.
Okay. I think it's time for us to start blasting. This destroys everything if my computations are correct. So let's hero pair a couple of times. Actually, might as well. Do I do it like that? Nah, I'm just gonna play it like this. I don't want more small craps. Yeah, let's just do it like that. Wasn't that big. Yamatos are deleting everything anyway, so this thing's going face. My math was wrong. What else is new? What else is new, chat? Well, both his poisonous are out, so I don't think he has a way to come back from this. Poison Quillbore is the way you come back from a board like this. Not anymore. The only really big minion he has is this one, and who knows what that is. Maybe it's another No Muncher or some shit like that. But I doubt it's anything allowing him to do all that much. Well, that does allow him to do some. Good news, I have this, so... Even a board like this does not threaten me all that much. Do I even need to do it? Kinda. I'm pretty sure it's over. What I could do is make a few trades and then play what's his face, so it's even cheaper. Yeah, let's just do it like this so it's going down to 0. Do I even want a hero pair? Nah.
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction. There's always room for
There you go. There you go. There you go. This game was looking pretty shaky at the beginning, not gonna lie. Now it's gonna be nothing but net in it. Funny. Schmove. Cool. Cool. That was funny, but not for him. Not for him, I do believe. Yeah, enough of that party mode. Enough of this tomfoolery. A recent opponent would like to be my friend. Why do I not believe his sincerity?
Tempered in light.
Classic. Classic. Okay. Imp ill. How do I win against Imbue? Let's eat his soul. That ought to do it. Nah, this is gonna be a very, very hard one.
Bipedal and thumb.
Quickly.
Let's do this then.
Ready for dust off.
Cruiser operational.
Okay. Okay. How the fuck are we supposed to win against this guy, guys? What in tarnation?
Battle stations.
Strap in. Ready for dust off.
God, these stupid 2-2 marine bullshitters are so bad. Hey, happy to have you, man. Yeah, thanks a lot. GG over there. That lowly 2-1 went into ghost mode for ya. Classic Terran. Classic Terran move. Oh, this guy's drunk, yo. This guy has been drinking. I think that's a good thing, though. Think. This guy is partaking in the happy juice. Happy juice noises. Strap on.
I grow weary.
What am I doing, step bro? Honestly, I'm thinking about drawing a bunch again. I might regret that. Some of that Yamato Kurosai, huh?
Engine free.
Stand strong, children.
Okay, some of that Yamato bullshit now. Could also just launch that ass. It actually has 2 damage AoE several times.
I'm
Could
gonna
get this
destroy
in. Yeah, I think it's launchy time.
Strap in.
Battle cruiser operational.
Good enough, I'd say.
Strap in.
If you like dragons so much, here, have a couple.
Operational.
So you like dragons, huh? Have one, they don't bite. Not the worst burn out of the lot. It's no Lionessa or Ursol or anything like that, but does this guy even run Ursol on this shit? Answers to these questions and more right after he concedes.
Mistakes of the past.
Okay, that's a bummer. Okay, 5 minions, 4 minions technically, but this one occupies a slot anyway, so it is what it is. Couple of Yamato bullshitters are gonna happen in it.
Mistakes of the past. Rewritten.
Pretty good that he's getting this as his 7 drop. It's quite the big low roll for him. He's making room for my board, isn't he? Not gonna have room for everything, but I don't need room for everything, so who cares?
What now?
This is empty as shit. I want to get rid of this crap from the boards.
Stop and smell the flowers.
I'm not sure which minion we didn't get back, but I think we got the important one, so it's fine. Okay. Let's see if he can handle the next one then. Next one's right around the corner after all. Sure. 3 Yamatos on that bitch though. Kinda don't want to launch it. Kinda don't want to launch it. Let's just do this for now. I'm gonna try and bait a better situation for it.
Planetary decimation.
Fucker got that. It's real important for him. You lucky son of a motherless goat. Well, thank fuck I saved the Yamato, I can tell you that much.
Battle cruiser operation.
Ruination.
What are the odds of him having another equality here, guys? What are the odds? Let's find out.
Let's make it count.
Let's make that ass count, bitch.
Clock ticking.
This thing is not a Terran minion? Guess it's a starship.
Mistakes of the past.
Okay, no equality there. Please. Ceaseless incoming. Well, it ain't gonna come itself. Thank you for the follow, Hitma.
Move quickly.
Yeah.
Battle cruiser operation.
human. Nope. Doesn't have it apparently. That was weird. That was weird. GG, I guess. Or is it? Still is, bruh. Let's just concede with extra steps right there. Hey, look at that. Ceaseless was coming. But not for him. Cool. Cool. I was not expecting too much out of this deck, but it actually surprised me pleasantly. I feel like an Exodera might fit in this one, but all around, the deck actually performed for us today. It performed splendidly.